Today I'm going to show you how to make chocolate egg tea cakes. You will need 4 small chocolate eggs. So my chocolate eggs were about 6 centimetres tall by 4 centimetres wide. If you have moulds and you want to make your own shells, by all means go for it. I just wanted to find the easiest way of doing this. So for me, it was basically an Easter egg hunt pack where I got like 20 eggs in the pack. But yeah, like I say, they're just kind of small eggs that we can fill. And then you also want 50 grams of chocolate. And then for the filling, you will need 50 grams of marshmallows, 1 teaspoon of water, 50 grams of digestive biscuits, 30 grams of butter, and as an optional, 2 tablespoons of jam. So firstly, we need to cut our Easter eggs in half. So to do this, I have a mug of boiling water, so do be careful. I pop a knife into the mug of boiling water just for a minute or two. This is going to heat up your knife, and then once you remove it from the water, make sure you remove all of the water from the knife and then run that around the sides of your Easter egg around the seam. You're probably going to want to dip your knife back into your water a couple of times per egg just to re-warm it up. But what this will do, it will melt the chocolate around the sides and then hopefully stop it breaking. If the Easter egg does break as you're cutting it open, again, just re-warm your knife up and then just use that to run along the side of the breakage to stick the sides back together again. And then just repeat for all your Easter eggs. And then for our marshmallow filling, to the 50 grams of marshmallows, you want to add your teaspoon of water, and then you want to pop this in the microwave for 30 seconds and then just mix really well afterwards, and it should all melt and come together. Then just to allow that to stand for a minute or so. You want it to be warm, but you don't want it to be too hot. Too hot, it's going to melt your chocolate shell, but if it's too cold, it's going to be really thick and hard to scoop. So it's kind of a nice kind of middle ground where it is warm, but it's not warm enough to melt your chocolate, but it's still warm enough that it will pour from the spoon. Then you simply want to add your marshmallow to your Easter egg halves, but not all the way. You want to go about 2/3 of the Easter egg with the marshmallow. And then if you are using your jam, at this point you then want to put a thin layer of jam across the top of your marshmallow. So then we want to do our biscuit base. So you just want to crush up your biscuits. I used a rolling pin, but if you have a food processor, you can pop it in a food processor, whichever way works best for you. And then melt your butter in the microwave. I just popped mine in for 30 seconds and just stirred it until it melted. And then add that to your biscuit crumbs and just give it a really good mix until it's all well combined. And then you just want to top the Easter egg shells with your biscuit layer, hopefully bringing it up to the level of your Easter eggs, so then it is nice and level at the top. And then just pop your Easter eggs in the fridge for about an hour just to let everything set. And then finally, we just want to seal it all in. So with the 50 grams of chocolate, I have chopped mine up. You just want to melt this. So you can either melt it in a bowl over a saucepan of hot water, or what I do is I microwave mine. So I pop it in for 30 seconds, take it out, give it a good stir, and then pop it in for 20 seconds at a time, stirring after every 20 seconds. So this is the cheats way of tempering chocolate. So by doing it for 20 seconds at a time, it keeps the temperature of the chocolate quite low, so then it won't affect the structure of the crystals in the chocolate. So when it resets, it's more likely to set tempered than it is to kind of gooey. Like I say, 20 seconds at a time, give it a mix around, and then once it is all melted, you then want to top each of your Easter eggs with it, just sealing in all of your insides. And again, just pop this back in the fridge for about an hour just to let everything set. And there you have it. That's how you make chocolate egg tea cakes.